We have another speaker, Yuri van Geest, an ambassador of Singularity University in Netherlands and a very, let's say, experienced professional in terms of mobile, because he's a founder of TEDx Netherlands. He's a founder of several projects in mobile. He's a serial entrepreneur himself. And unfortunately, he could not join us personally today, but he prepared a special presentation, special present for everybody who are here, a short video with his, let's say, overview on things which are happening right now on mobile market and what kind of mobile future we are expecting actually from the side of Singularity, impact and so on. So I would like to ask my colleagues please to start the video if we could, if it's possible. Yeah, that's possible.
Hi. My name is Yuri van Geest. I'm the Dutch ambassador of Singularity University and co-founder of Quantified Self Europe and co-founder of a new event called Enter and co-founder of Lean Startup Rotterdam. And in the next 15 minutes I'll show you a short overview of the Singularity University and how it will impact mobile and different vertical markets. So the takeaway for today is that exponential growth of technology will disrupt your industry, organization, marketing, communications, and your personal life. And in the next 50 minutes I will try to show you why this is the case. First of all, Singularity University. So Singularity University has been founded by Peter Diamandis on the right and Ray Kurzweil. It's supported by NASA, Google, Cisco, Autodesk, and Genentech and Kaufman Foundation. It was founded in 2008, and it's about how to educate new and current leaders to use different exponential technologies to help solve different global ground challenges. And they look at different technological fields that are all exponential in nature. These are biotech, neurotech, nanotech, AI, robotics, 3D printing, space, energy, mobile, sensors and social, all combined. And interestingly, these fields are still quite small, but they are growing exponentially, not in a linear way. And that's impactful because at first it seems to be growing slowly, but after a few years, it's at the knee of the curve, and then it becomes increasingly impactful. And behind this exponential growth is the law of Moore, or Moore's law. Everybody knows about the doubling of capacity in IT, mobile, and the internet for the last 40, 50 years. Founded by Gordon Moore, doubling of capacity in storage, processing power, and bandwidth. This law has been applicable for the last 100 years and will continue for at least 15 years in the future. And this is underlying all these technological domains. What is interesting is that, as shown here, if you look in linear growth, if I take 30 steps in a linear way, I end up with 30 meters. If I take 30 steps in an exponential way, so 1, 2, 4, 8, etc., 16, I end up with 1 billion meters. That's 26 times across the world. There's quite a difference. Imagine all these fields, technological domains, changing rapidly in parallel. That means the singularity or the convergence of all these technologies will end up in these two meta trends. It's called do-it-yourself, or the maker culture, and peer-to-peer, the sharing economy. Both key trends will impact all vertical markets, every organization in this room. Because the power is migrating from closed systems to open systems, from centralized systems to decentralized systems, from scarcity to abundance increasingly, from local to global, and from linear to exponential. Some key examples on how this will impact mobile and smartphone in the next few years. Information, Google Now, a big shift right now because of big data. That we don't need to initiate to get information, pull, but we move away from pull towards hyper-targeted push. So we get alerts, notifications, reminders on our smartphones while we don't even ask for it. And it's very accurate, relevant and personalized. Google Now, for example. Another example of do-it-yourself, especially sharing economy and peer-to-peer in finance is crowdfunding. Kickstarter, Indiegogo, huge projects are being funded right now using these platforms without any bank. Another example impacting mobile is mobile education or online education, also known as MOOC, massive open online courses. For example, edX by MIT Harvard. They expect to have 1 billion customers or users in the next 7 years using their online courses for free. Why is this impactful? Because all the classical institutes are still focusing on paid courses, have less quality on average, and are not offered on demand. The same is applicable to Coursera, Udacity, and Khan Academy for high school. Another example impacting mobile and the medicine world or the healthcare system is LifeWatch. It's a smartphone with different sensors included to measure blood glucose, temperature, blood saturation, heart rhythm, body fat, heart rate, and stress level. That's quite impactful as well. It will revolutionize healthcare step by step. LifeWatch 5. Another example of medicine is the MC10 nano tattoo sensor. It's just a sensor like a patch on your body, on your arm, that can measure different things like temperature, vital signs, sunburn in the future, and dehydration. It talks wirelessly to your smartphone. Another example is security, using your mobile device as a way to authorize and authenticate for access control, for example, using fingerprinting, iris scans, voice analysis, different ways to authenticate. Another example is, of course, the Google car, the robo-car, Night Rider, the autonomous vehicle. That is basically a combination of robots, artificial intelligence, and different sensors, but also the mobile phone, because you can, when you walk in this car, it will self-drive, but you can use your smartphone to personalize the car. So that's a revolution in transport going forward. Another example is communications, also a spin-off of Singularity University and Singularity. It's the exponential that can be used, and Moore's law, that can be used to allow for facial coding. And facial coding can be used to detect emotions and moods. So if I know the moods of my users, or even my employees, I can personalize content, advertising and services based on the emotional state. That's a revolution happening right now. Another example is art. You can use different neurotech devices or EEG sensors or actuators on your brain, as shown in this picture, to stimulate your brain. That means we can create a sense of flow, or a state of flow, or highest creative peak performance using technology and sensors. It has been shown to impact learning by 50%, to increase learning by 50%, and to create deeper and more frequent creative flow peak performances. Great for the artists. Finally, energy. Decentralized solar energy. It's already here. Very cheap, miniaturized, more energy efficient. These flexible solar panels can be used on smartphones in the future as well. So we don't have the battery problem anymore. Expect this in the next 5 years. Other devices is the key player in this field globally. Okay, what is the impact of all these technological revolutions on our business, on developers? One is think in exponential terms, exponential growth, not linear growth. So think deeper about the future in the next 5 years. What's coming our way? Another point is that innovation will impact everything. All departments, functional departments, marketing, communications, development. Increasingly, innovation will be dominant in every field, more so than today. Another impact is on businesses. Everything will be increasingly be data-driven and software-based. In other words, software will eat the world. We used to have the bits world, but now software is moving into the gene world, the atom world, 3D printing, and the neuron world. So software is migrating outside the digital in towards the physical world. Cars, toys, buildings, bodies, everywhere. Another one is openness. Increasingly, openness will be a key basis for competitive advantage. Sharing economy, open innovation, crowdsourcing, crowdfunding, etc. Another example is that editing, increasingly also businesses will become an open platform with open API. Think about it, just like Foursquare, Twitter or Facebook, but then increasingly also all the organizations will operate like this. Sharing and gathering data and remixing data. Next slide is about business as well. So what is the key way to innovate? That's Lean Startup. Maybe you haven't heard about it, but check it out. Lean Startup is the leading way for practical innovation also within corporations. Also, we expect that the promotion of the marketing mix will become less important because a good product sells itself. That means the P for product innovation will become more important over time. Innovation, R&D, functional, real value, that's key. And then will go viral by itself. Also, mobile will be the start and end point of most campaigns across the world. Not TV, not web, not PC, mobile, smartphones. For concept development, for R&D, for design, for initiating campaigns and as a response channel. Finally, because we have all these new data points across every object or subject and organism, we have more data, and the more data you have, the more you can do about prevention instead of correction. We don't have to solve problems, we can prevent problems with using all these data points. That's key, because then we can use Google Now to send alerts, notifications and reminders and to get more proactive insights along the way. So, exponential growth of technology and singularity and the convergence of all technologies will disrupt your industry, organization, your business and your life. And that means that biology and technology are converging, are more like the same, becoming more of the same. Especially man and machine are increasingly converging and becoming one over time, slowly. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a great day. And looking forward to your Skype discussion. And if you want to know more about me, check me out on Twitter. It's Van Geest, or send me an email, yuri.vangeest@singularityU.org. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye-bye.
Okay, that was Yuri, and now we have him online. I hope he hears us. Do you hear us, Yuri? That's great. We don't hear you, guys. Could we hear Yuri, please? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. We would like to hear Yuri.
Hi.
Okay, great. We can hear you. It was very interesting, your presentation. Thank you very much.
Welcome.
And I have a first question since what we saw right now. Could you tell us, please, what does it mean in sense of singularity and all other things which you told us? What does it mean for you, mobile, for business and for life in this case? I mean, do you see it as a platform, as a tool, or as something what you can use just day by day? How you possess it for yourself?
Yeah, my smartphone is a remote control, 1, 2, a magic wand, and 3, it's basically a personal assistant like Google Now, increasingly, and all will be embedded into the smartphone. So in the next few years you have the DNA profile on your smartphone, the other profile on your smartphone, so there will be a lot of new applications in mobile education, mobile health, mobile food analysis. So I also expect the mobile to embody 50 new sensors in the next 4 years. So we will be able to respond self movement. So that will have a big impact on wellness, happiness, productivity, healthcare.
Mm-hmm.
That's my expectation.
And in your daily life, could you tell us, please, actually, what kind of mobile innovations, mobile devices you are using right now? Could you explain us? Because I suppose you are using quite a lot, like briefly.
iPad, iPhone, Android, of course, Nexus. What else? Let's see. I have the IBG star for glucose measurement, the NeuroSky device for brainwave measurement. I've got a Fitbit. I've got a Basis for measuring heart rate. What else? I'm my personal DNA profile, 23andMe. I think these are the ones. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Zero for sleep measurements. Zero, yeah.
And I know that you also have kids, so do you have anything for them, and are you learning them somehow? How you do that if you are doing
Yes,
this?
that's great. So it's one of my favorite devices. I have a son who is 3 months old, called Sydney, and I have the WeThings smart baby monitor, so I can watch the baby from a distance, anywhere. It has night vision, humidity sensors, temperature sensors, and it gives me alerts when the baby time and over time, so I know how he's sleeping at night. So that's great information to see how good his sleep is.
Okay.
It's also a lot of fun. When I'm outside, it's also fun to watch him. And I can speak to him from a distance. I can play sounds and music and change the lighting, and it's really amazing.
Okay. I was already asking the previous speaker, and I would like also ask you, which mobile device, which mobile innovation you are missing actually right now, and you hope to see on the market or in usage soon?
Okay, that's an interesting one. What am I missing? That's probably probably useful and relevant discovery tool for people, because there already are a few like that, of course, or like Highlight or Circle. But I think that this can be improved upon. So that is probably the most interesting one. Many people now can do that in the future, to give you an alert when the most interesting people are around you. Mm-hmm. Because they have more data to be more regular and more relevant.
And I know that you're also a co-founder of the Qualified yourself, the startup. Could you tell us, please, are you interested, for example, to be contacted from the side of Russian mobile developers or somebody who would like to join this community and propose any kind of innovations or something, how they could connect you or join this project?
Yeah, sure. The Qualified Self is to quantify yourself, your mental and physical health. So to use smartphones, apps, sensors on and in your body to measure your heart rate, blood pressure, glucose, cholesterol, DNA tests for different diseases, sleep, meditation, stress, whatever. 50,000 users across the globe, 100 cities. You can apply by sending me an email or to Gary Wolf, the founder in the US. My email address is yuri.vangeest@singularityU.org, and I can connect you. The movement years now. It's grown exponentially, and it's probably also in Moscow, so you can ask there as well.
Thank you very much for your time. It was really a pleasure to hear you and to see your presentation today, and I hope we will keep in touch and next time to see you in Moscow personally. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I hope you all have a great day and hope to see you soon. Take care.
Bye.